Hi, it's John, and welcome to the channel. 9:33 a.m. on Saturday, March the 22nd, with the big blue mug of coffee. Hope you're having a great day today. Lovely day here in Calgary today. Put a video up earlier this morning. I hope you'll watch that, and thanks for subscribing to the channel. I hit over 15,000 yesterday. It'd be nice to get to 16,000. So I wanted to do a quick video today. I think it's it's timely, actually. Tomorrow night, I will be doing an interview with the interim leader of a major independence party here in Alberta. And I'm talking independence. Alberta leaves the country. They got in touch with me earlier this week, wanted to send me some correspondence, and they say that the independence parties here in Alberta are unifying. And this has been a problem here over the years. Too many different groups doing too many different things and infighting as well. So I'm hoping to have that video up online on Monday morning. Again, I've got that scheduled for 5 o'clock on Sunday night. Now, why am I doing this video today? Because a couple of stories dropped in Calgary. I'm not sure if they've made it on the national news, but I certainly saw it on the Calgary Sun website. I'm going to look at the Calgary Herald here, but wow, this is quite amazing. Here's the article right here. Bell, and this is a Rick Bell story, by the way, for those of you who don't follow Rick Bell. I like his writing, but he writes paragraphs in sentences, so it's very interesting read. But here it is. Smith firm if demands tossed, Alberta could hold a referendum. This is the first time I've heard Premier Smith say the words referendum, although at times I believe that Danielle Smith is a bit of a closet separatist in this country. So I'm going to go through a bit of this. I'll put a link in the description, but I don't want to take too much time on it. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith has 9 demands, 9 U-turns if she wants the federal government to take. That would be things like getting rid of the tanker ban on the West Coast, the pipeline ban, getting rid of. She doesn't want to pay Quebec all of Alberta's money anymore. She put that into these demands as well. Pipelines north, east, and west as well. She gives the new federal government, when it is elected, 6 months to move on these issues or else. Smith says if Alberta is brushed off on these demands, she will ask Albertans what they want to do. It will be a next steps panel, and she will likely be on it. So let me just scroll down a little bit here. I believe in direct democracy, Smith says. I always feel like big, important decisions need to be put to a referendum of all Albertans. Is there some referendum question the public wants us to ask, says Smith. This is something Albertans are going to have to be very engaged in over the next number of months and weeks. On Friday, Prime Minister Mark Carney meets with the premiers. When he emerges, he is asked about a Made in Ottawa emissions cap on the oil patch more than once. Carney dances around it, but finally says there will be an emissions cap on oil and gas after telling Smith on Thursday there would be no emissions cap on oil and gas. Let me just put this clear. Pierre Poilievre has now said there will be no carbon taxes on anything in this country if he is elected Prime Minister. Anything. No industry, no people, no nothing. There will be no carbon taxes in this country if he is elected. One of Smith's demands is to get an oil and gas corridor going east, west, and north. It seems there was agreement around the table from Carney and the premiers. Let me just go back up here. A national corridor from sea to transport, export oil and gas to other goods is a priority requiring further discussion. Permit Albertans to be skeptical until they see something concrete. After all, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Indeed. The Alberta government has a photo album of Liberal politicians who talked a good game and stabbed the province in the back. And let me just scroll down here towards the bottom. Some ask if Smith is threatening a national unity crisis. If the Carney Liberals are elected and screw around Alberta like the Trudeau Liberals did, there will be a national unity crisis. That is a fact. Where does Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre fit into the story? Poilievre says Smith's demands are very reasonable. He agrees to everything that she has asked for of the government and the new government when it is elected. I want to go over to Rachel Parker here. Rachel did a poll on independence here in Alberta. Let me just scroll down here and just show you an online poll she did on X. Should Danielle Smith hold a referendum on separation? 47.8%. Now, this isn't scientific or anything saying do it now. I actually was in this poll. I said yes in a few months. I think a separation movement, an independence movement, needs a bit of time at least, which we'll talk about in the interview I do tomorrow night. Naheed Nenshi, he used to be the mayor here in Calgary. He's the head of the NDP. He's asking Smith to call an independence referendum right away because she's threatened a national unity crisis. I don't see see that at all. I see Danielle Smith being strong and standing up for Alberta. Thank God that is happening. Rachel Parker says the Premier isn't threatening a national unity crisis. It's already on her doorstep. She did an independent poll. Nearly 40% of Albertans are interested in leaving Canada. And finally, a poll commissioned by independent journalist Rachel Parker shows 36% of Albertans would support Alberta independence and 20% would support Alberta becoming a U.S. state or territory. So this is closer than you think. And this is the first time I've heard Danielle Smith use the word referendum, and I'm glad she's doing it. I am an Alberta separatist. I believe that we have to have pure Poilievre elected. So again, check out that video. I'm expecting to put that interview up on Monday morning. But referendum is being talked about by the Premier of Alberta right now. Thanks a lot for watching. I do appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.